Cameron here, registered physiotherapist. Today I'd like to talk to you about one of my favorite progression balancing exercises for patients to do once they've really engaged and isolated the proper muscles for pelvic stability. But before I continue, please hit that subscribe button below so you'll be notified about any new videos I have here on my channel. So essentially, one of my favorite balancing exercises is to do something referred to as dynamic balancing. And so one of the main muscles that we really want to work on with balancing is called your glute med muscle. This muscle here, it runs on the side of the hip. It's responsible for keeping our pelvis parallel, right, when we're balancing and when we're walking. So it's a really important muscle in terms of proper gait mobility. And when it becomes weak, so for example, if somebody's had a surgery and they haven't been weight bearing on that side, that muscle can become weak and we can develop all sorts of different compensations within our gait pattern. This is something called a Trendelenburg gait, where essentially as I'm weight bearing on this side, my pelvis drops. So it looks kind of like this, drops each time that I'm weight bearing on that side. And so initially, right, we want to try to get the patient to the point where can I balance, contract that muscle and maintain a good pelvis in a parallel position where it's not collapsing down. From there then, from a motor control muscle memory standpoint, we essentially want to get to the point where the body is automatically contracting that glute med muscle with dynamic stability. So as soon as that stance foot comes down, hey, that muscle is contracting to maintain, right, that good, strong, stable pelvis. So one of the exercises I like to do is dynamic balancing, where essentially the patient will take a step or two, right, and then hold and maintain. And then again, a step or two. So if we're doing this from the side, taking a step or two, hold, maintain, 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 and then take another step. And the idea here is when we're balancing, it's a controlled movement, right? So I'm not collapsing down. I'm very much controlled. It's not something where I'm just using my momentum, right, to hold and then continue to walk. It's very much a case of I'm engaging the proper muscle. I'm using control to maintain a strong pelvis. I'm keeping my pelvis parallel. And then I would just have the patient essentially walk in the hallway, taking a step or two, engaging, and then depending on what side is the weakest, you can do more of a balancing stance on that particular side. And it's all relative, right? So you might want to compare, left side, hey, how much control do I have when I'm taking a walk and then trying to stabilize compared to the right? And that can give the patient feedback in terms of where they still might have to work on that motor control. If you have any specific questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment below, and please check with a physiotherapist to make sure that this exercise is appropriate for you. Have a great day, and thanks again for watching. Take care.